Okay. Yeah. Lady Wolf Pack on a whole nother level. Savage as they come, gang of female rebel. We got the sharpest claws, we got the whitest teeth. We coming for your lunch, but we only bring the heat.
Hey y'all, I'm Cassidy, the favorite daughter, obviously.
And I'm Kim, her mom, her match, and the real reason she turned out halfway decent.
Welcome to Mom's Favorite, the podcast where we laugh, vent, and overshare like it's our full-time job.
Yeah. And we're coming straight to you from Austin, Texas, where the queso's hot, the opinions are hotter, and we don't sugarcoat a damn thing.
You know, just think of us as Thelma and Louise, but only they're related and they have a podcast instead of a death wish.
So go ahead and pour yourself something strong, maybe a margarita, get a little snack.
Because here on Mom's Favorite, we got a lot to unpack. Hey MFers, it's Cassidy here. Y'all, I am super excited about today's episode because I am getting to sit down with a former coworker and fellow L&D sister and my friend Karla, aka Carlita. Honestly, this girl is just an absolute gem. She is one of my favorite people, and I already know y'all are going to love her just as much as I do. So today we're going to talk about Karla's journey from working in pediatric med surg and pediatric mental health to becoming an L&D nurse, and how that background has made her an even better nurse and advocate for her patients. We're also going to get into family life, motherhood, and an experience she had with her youngest child that gave her a level of empathy and understanding for patients that not every nurse gets to experience firsthand. And then somewhere along the way, Karla and I are probably going to spiral into our usual neurospicy chaos, because at one point I basically became her unofficial ADHD evaluator and spent months saying, girl, respectfully, have you considered ADHD? So if we get sidetracked 12 times, just know it's part of the experience. All right, let's get into it. Hello.
Hi.
We got Karla in the house.
Hello.
Carlita.
Buenos dias.
I'm
Actually,
real
it's afternoon.
excited. I think you're my first L&D nurse that I've gotten to interview. And I have a lot that I've been trying to nail down. So thank you.
You chose the best, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's right. The primo.
The doodle of the unit?
Oh, yes. Karla, I dubbed her the golden doodle of the unit that we worked on.
Favorite nickname ever.
She's got the curly hair, so that's one thing, but she's just smiling, bumping around, and kind of aloof a little bit sometimes.
You call me aloof?
Aloofa.
Or did you say aloof or aloofa?
Respectfully aloof.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I'll take
Not
it.
always. Not always. One of my favorite memories I have with you is so we worked together on in L&D, and that was the job I had before my current job as an NP, and she's still there, but she was nights and I was days, and whenever I saw you would get my patients, I'm like, oh geez. Only because it's impossible to give you a report.
Real talk, though.
Especially because when you first arrive, because you have to you're just such a people person, so you have to say hi to everybody, see how everybody's doing.
It's the ADHD.
Get the tea on what's the hot goss on the unit. And I'm just trying to get out of here. Yeah. And one time I literally pulled her into the med room so that because there's too many conversations.
She was distracting.
She was
unmedicated.
what is that animal? that pops up.
The gopher? No. Groundhog? Meerkat?
Meerkat. I was like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, just eyes, like,
Yeah.
like a focus. Focus.
It's true.
But yeah.
Still happens to this day.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, and I think I'm the one that was like, I think you have ADHD.
She was.
Have you ever considered this?
Yeah.
I diagnosed her.
You did, legit. Like, you did. Because I think I took that test. Because I think, not to digress, but I think I had, like, accused my husband. And then you looked at me and you were like, and I was like, oh, wait, how? And then I took the quiz that my therapist gave me. And you were like, you're not answering this correctly. You were like, I can say yes, yep, yeah. And then, yeah, we got the diagnosis, and it was like, meds are amazing. Although we're raw dogging it today.
Yeah, we're relying on a caffeine beverage.
Yes.
Not sponsored. Yeah, so we bond over ADHD.
True.
And also we bond, our husbands are both musicians.
Correct.
So there's that.
That is very true.
Are you from Austin?
I am.
Okay, I thought so. I was like trying to remember. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's giving native Austinite.
Because you are too, yeah?
Yeah. Well, so yes and no. I was born in San Antonio and then moved here when I was 8 and then stayed here through high school and then moved back to San Antonio for college and then moved back here.
Wait, because we had
after.
that mutual friend, right?
Who? Wait.
There was somebody that was like, because you did like photos at Incarnate Word.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you photographed somebody that I like know. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, you know that person.
Yeah. I vaguely remember this.
But yeah.
But yeah, I was there in San Antonio from college till 2019. So it ended up being like 13 years, I think.
Yeah.
But my parents have always lived here. So, it feels like home,
Definitely.
I
I mean, I clearly stayed.
And you graduated high school in 06?
05.
05. Okay, I couldn't remember because I'm 06. And I was like, I think it's either 06 or 05.
05, yeah.
And where did you go to high school?
St. Michael's Academy.
Okay. I don't
Now
think I knew
the
that.
Catholic Academy, I think.
I don't think I knew that. That's cool.
And I went on scholarship. Don't get it twisted. On scholarship, guys.
On Skull.
That's right. Well, because people will hear St. Michael's Academy and they'll be like,
ooh, fancy.
oh, she's so fancy. But yeah, no, it was on scholarship. And I think before that I went to St. Ignatius. And then I think at like all of the private schools in Austin, that at the time was the only Catholic high school. And then I think San Juan Diego. I don't know. But yeah. And then I left for college.
And where did you go to college?
Well, we had some aberrations and we wanted to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So first we went to the University of Dallas, which is a private university, which I'm sighing about because the loans, dear God.
Yeah.
And then
You say private, and immediately I'm like, oof,
Yes.
the loans.
But I think like if you graduated at the time that we did, I think there was a lot of pomp and circumstance with going to like a university versus like a community college.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I did that, but then you can't really transfer your credits from a private university to a public one. So then I had to transfer to Incarnate Word. So that's when I was at San Antonio. And that's where I graduated from nursing school.
Okay.
And then came back here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And your family, do they live here?
Yes, my mom lives here. And we don't really talk about my dad
That's cool.
because, he's
Because,
he's kind of absent. But no, my mom is amazing. She lives here. So we have a in-town babysitter. So
Love that for you.
yeah, so she's here, and then like my parents are from Peru, so like the rest of our family is mostly in Peru.
Cool. Have you been there?
Yes, many times.
Is it cool?
It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And it is very inexpensive. And It is one of the 7 wonders of the
I
world.
was literally about to say, isn't there a 7 wonders of the world there?
Yeah,
and what is
Machu
it called?
Picchu.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And
I didn't want to sound like a fucking idiot
No,
saying
no,
the wrong
no.
thing. I'm like, isn't that where Machu Picchu is? And they're like, no, that's in some other continent.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then apparently, like I always tell people this, Peru has like every single, I think it's terrain is what it's called. Like rainforest, like
okay.
desert,
Yeah.
coast, mountains. Like it has every single rainforest. Did I already say that? It
No.
has like every
I don't think-
single different type of terrain, which is also kind of cool in one country.
I feel like I'm helping my kid do his homework.
Well, listen, when you're Peruvian, you got to rep. And usually the only thing we can talk about is how it's Machu Picchu and the amount of potatoes we have.
Really? Machu
And pisco
Picchu?
sour.
Potatoes.
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 It's all the peas.
Peru. Pichu.
Pisco.
Potato.
Exactly.
Jeez Louise. And you have been married for,
Oh, God.
do you remember?
Okay.
Think about
I
it.
can do math. We're in 2026.
Yes.
Got married in 2017. So 9 years?
Almost 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how did you meet your husband?
Oh, God.
Okay, your husband's name's Nick. And he is a musician, or was.
Kind of. Well, he still dabbles. He
Yeah.
like,
A little dabble, do ya?
yeah, well, he's a nerd. Most musicians are.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like the best kind of man, honestly.
It's a requirement, honestly. But he plays the pedal steel. And I think I was with my best friend who all of my friends come from work, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's like the only place I go other than home.
Fair.
So
yes.
like
yes.
I'm not going out.
Right. And so we decided to go to our coworker James was a bass player in a band, and he had invited us to go to a show during South by when it wasn't insane like it is now, and you could get into free shows. And we went to the show, and I think I was actually on a date with another guy. And we went to the show, and I saw my husband playing the pedal steel, which is like a very complex instrument.
Yeah.
It's like you have to use your fingers and hands, and there's like a bar, and so you're like picking, and then you're using your knee to move, like, I don't know what it is, but you're moving your knee, and then you have like an actual pedal, so you're using your foot.
So it's like a full body
Yeah.
instrument.
Totally. And I just remember being so impressed with him.
Yeah.
And I remember like telling my friend who was not approving of the guy that I was on the date with, and also told me that they didn't approve of Nick because he had a porn stash at the time.
Hey, that's in now.
I mean, I was digging it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I mean, nothing makes a guy hotter than when he's up there like shredding.
Yeah.
Like playing really well.
in
you
his
know?
New Balances.
No. Freaking 40-year-old virgin.
Yes. But he did. He played very well. I was very impressed. And I don't think I talked to him that night, though, either, to be honest.
Was this the band that your coworker was in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so we went to the show, we left, and then we continued going to shows. And then I think we ended up sharing like a cigarette. Yep.
Ooh.
A nurse that smokes cigarettes. At the time, we don't do it anymore. It causes gum recession, apparently, which I'm learning. And then I think he like gave me a ride back to my car. And I think we just started texting. And then, yeah, he went on tour and kept texting me. And yeah, the rest is history. Now he my baby daddy.
My baby daddy. Speaking of baby daddy, well, the baby part, you have 2 littles.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Yes, I love them with
They're
all
so
my
great.
heart.
No, they really are. They really are. They are hilarious.
Yeah. So Junie is how old?
She's 8.
Oh my goodness. And then Stone is
3.
3. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4.
Yeah, he's 3. And I mean, June is like 8, but
I was gonna say, what are their personalities like?
Juniper is, first of all, she's got like the best voice on the planet. It's so raspy. They're like complete opposites. You would think that like he would have a raspy voice. He has the most high pitched voice ever. And he's just so sweet. Although, unless he's turning into a pumpkin, and then he's just a turd ball.
Yeah.
But I say that lovingly. And Junie is just this feisty, vivacious, like full speed ahead, really tough, but also sensitive, cool girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty perfect, I think.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of my hero.
She's cool as shit.
She is. She's very tough.
I love her voice so much.
I know. It's like the best. I hope she sings.
Yeah.
Like really sings. Because
Yeah.
she could like.
She would have a cool singing voice. Raspy.
Yes.
Like an 80s.
Like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Is
Or
she
like
raspy?
Joni Mitchell.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Although she rocks a little harder than Joni.
Yeah.
Joni's a little too mellow for her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness. And she's in what grade?
Second.
Okay.
Because she's a Scorpio. She's like on the tail end of the.
My girl. No wonder I like her.
That's why.
My Scorpio queen. Because she's the 13th?
She is.
The 13th, that's right.
She is.
See, I remember.
Yes.
I remember.
Good memory.
And so you graduated nursing school, and then what was like your first job as a nurse? Because you weren't always an L&D nurse.
No, I've kind of, maybe another symptom of the ADHD. I've kind of
Get bored.
jumped around a little bit. My husband likes to say I choose the hardest jobs ever. But my first job was at St. David's, South Austin, on a med surg floor, but it was like also cardiac focused. Oh, that's kind of full circle. What? But it
Rabbit
was,
trail.
I know it was, but it was pretty scary, honestly, because we would have patients that were going for cabbages. So you were like praying that they wouldn't die
Yeah.
before their surgeries.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of a bunch of different, it was a hodgepodge. Like we would have cardiac patients, but we would also have like diabetic patients, patients that had like TURPs, which is basically like a transurethral resection of the prostate. And so, yeah. And the way that the unit was laid out, it was like in a T. So I think I was also the skinniest of my life on that unit because they would try to divide your acuity and like difficulty of patients. So you would be running from all ends of the T.
The T.
Yeah. But that was my first one.
Okay. And then where did you go?
Well, and then I came here to where we worked, which was Dell Children's, but not in L&D. Then I treated adults for kids, and then I went to 3 North, which is essentially peds med surg. So a ton of, I think, kind of everything. So in the summer, you'll have like the elective surgeries, like a
Tonsils and adenoids.
yeah, TNA. Yeah, there you go.
Tits and ass. That's what I think in my brain every time.
Yeah,
I see
but it's-
TNA, I'm like, tits and ass.
Right, and you would say that anywhere else, but people here understand that it's tonsils and adenoids. So that, or you would have like a spinal fusion or something called a Lafort, where they like, it's disgusting. They break your jaw and then rewire it.
Oof. I had a couple, well, not friends, but I knew people in high school that had that done. I'm like, that looks awful.
I was supposed to have it done,
Awful.
but my mom was like, she would die. She
Yeah.
couldn't talk.
She would simply, she would die
perish.
from not talking, not eating.
That too.
Yeah.
But so we would have those. We would have, appies, like appendectomies. We would have knee replacements, urology surgeries, plastic surgeries, like cranial stenosis. So like kind of varying ages of kiddos, which was really nice, honestly. And then you would have just dabbled in there to just help with the anxiety, just some traumas, you know, some traumas,
A little trauma sprinkled in
you know?
for good measure.
Yeah. So it was good. I think I was there for like 3 years.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like you would learn a lot on a unit like that just because it's like so much varying things that you see.
Oh, yeah. You learned a lot just in terms of like the disease process, but then you also learned how to talk to different types of doctors. And they are different.
Do you think all doctors are on the spectrum?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them.
I feel like there is, some of them are not, and they're just like they have it all.
Or they're just great at masking.
Yes. Yes. It could be that as well. But I do feel like most of them are. There were a couple that I had met that I'm just like, can we be friends? Because you're so amazing.
Yeah.
And they had great bedside manner, because the ones that are usually on the spectrum.
Don't have great bedside manner. No. Yeah. Yeah.
And you try to tell them and they just don't get it.
Yeah. I feel like some of those are just so smart that like there's not enough room for like emotional intelligence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I think my mom was like, listen, God couldn't give him everything.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
So you
fair.
gotta make them a little awkward or bad at talking to people.
But I also think it like humanizes them, which is really nice. And then
Yeah.
you just learn how to talk to them and deal, which is fine.
And then did you go from there to the mental health unit, or was that like a...
No, yes, I
what
did.
happened?
I did, because when we also were on that peds med surge, there would be like a dabble of
Okay.
mental health. And it was so intriguing to me. Like, I didn't understand kind of, I wanted to know what happened after we would stabilize them, like, you know, medically, what happened after that. And
Yeah.
it was very intriguing. And so then I did go to the mental health unit, which it was such a, like, I just didn't understand, and I wanted to learn more and absorb it. And so I figured, like, why not immerse yourself? And it was also kind of terrifying. So I was like, why don't I just get over this
Jump
fear?
right in.
Right. And so then I went to Shoal Creek and learned a lot, actually. It was incredible. Like, some of the most incredible nurses I've ever met who've been in it for 20 plus years taught me. And then we brought the unit from Shoal Creek. It was a peds adolescent and child unit. And we brought it over here and opened the one here at Dell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think is like... So I think for sure your experiences in that unit play like a huge role in your ability to like connect with patients in L&D now, especially the ones that are in our unit, just because they have such like complex situations going on, like a lot of trauma. And so what do you think like you've been able to take from there that has helped you?
I feel like, to be completely honest, there's psych in everything, but I think for ours, a lot of times, like psych in general or anything that has to do with trauma, people shy away from.
Yeah.
And sometimes just like naming what people are scared of the most, or like naming what the whole issue is, because I feel like a lot of times with our patients, they, especially if it's like a really sad case or a really like one that's going to be like a certain level cardiac wise that is
A lot of unknowns.
right. And it can be sad outcomes. People don't know how to address it, so then they tiptoe, which often people do with psych patients and their trauma. And I have found that like in psych, like they're there for that, so you have to address it and you have to look for ways to cope and you have to kind of address it head on because it is the elephant in the room. And so I think being able to do that helps these patients because everybody knows why they're here.
Yeah.
And being able to figure out the best way to support them and asking them directly, I think really helps them. And then in terms of the trauma aspect with our patients that have a lot of trauma, I think figuring out kind of meeting them where they're at, knowing their trauma, I think really helps.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because I feel like you just have such a way of like getting the patients to just like feel comfortable with you and open up with you, just to be very validating and not like for me, I struggle with like knowing what to say in certain moments, and it feels like it comes so naturally to you.
well, truth be told, it did not initially. I had to put my foot in my mouth a lot of times, especially in psych. And I had some patients literally just tell me like, hey, that didn't help me. And I took that to heart. And I feel like the biggest thing that you can do, even when you mess up, and to the doctors who are a little bit on the spectrum, is course correcting.
Yeah.
Like if you just acknowledge your transgression or whatever you said and you apologize,
Right.
it will go so far.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will get awkward and then they just try to talk about something else, and it doesn't help because then you're not validating anybody. And I mean, think about like if you're frustrated or upset, like you don't want to hear somebody just glaze over what you're experiencing. You want to be validated and heard. And so I think just kind of remembering to do that has really helped me, but also sometimes just listening.
Yeah. Yeah, because you sometimes will spend a lot of time in patients' rooms.
Sometimes. We don't avoid
Should
charting.
we have like a code word, like so we can come rescue you? Or
I think you'll just come in.
we're like, hey, haven't seen you like in a couple hours.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like you are great for, I mean, you're great for all patients, obviously, but there are those patients that need a little bit extra TLC. And, you know, I would always be like, oh, this is the perfect patient for Karla. In the best way. Like,
Well, thank you.
You know, because there's always like a right fit for
for
nurses
sure.
and their patients.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, I feel like I'm not always everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's always going to be some patient that's like, can you stop talking to me and go away?
Right. Totally.
That'd be me as the patient.
Well, I also do tell them now. I'm like, hey, listen, if it's too much, if I'm giving you too much information, just let me know. Point at the door.
Yeah.
No.
Cut out.
Right. And so I feel like it's just, I literally try to meet them where they're at. Because also, I think people, whenever we talk to them, or correct me if I'm wrong, whenever you tell them about your job, they're like, oh my God, you must have like the best job ever. And while we do,
Right.
it's not always sunshine and rainbows.
No.
And that is a misconception about labor and delivery. And so I think that, you know, sitting down and talking to these patients and asking them what is the most important thing for them in this particular delivery has really helped me.
Right. And like, what are you the most scared of?
Right.
Yeah.
And just naming it.
Yeah.
I mean, that helps me.
So what made you want to switch from the mental health unit to L&D? Was it anything in particular, or you're just like, again, just trying to like find the hardest thing to do?
Well, so when I was at Dell Children's on the mental health unit, they were opening up the unit and they were talking about it, and I was like, this is so cool. And one of my friends who's an NP still at Adult Children's was talking to me about it. And she was like, this is so cool. Like, haven't you always been interested? And I was like, well, yeah, it was my capstone in college. And I actually had a job in San Antonio, but I wanted to come back to Austin, and nobody would hire me here.
Yeah.
So I had
It's
to
hard
just
to get
settle.
to go to L&D right out of school.
Yeah. And so I decided that I was like, you know what? I will apply, see what happens. Not here, because I was like, I wanted to know what was up. And so I had applied to St. David's North, got it, and then I actually got called by y'all's old manager at Seton, Maine. And she was like, do you want to come here? And I was like, well, I already accepted.
Yeah.
And she was like, let me see if I can like try and move some things, and never ended up working out. So I ended up doing it, fell in love with it.
So St. David's North was your first
L&D
job. Wow, that's quite the introduction. I mean, that place is wildly busy.
They don't call it the birth factory for nothing.
But honestly, that's kind of like the best situation to learn in, because it's just so much volume of things.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Because I'm trying to remember what level it is.
Like the maternal designation. Yeah. I would assume the highest.
Yeah, it was for sure. And it also just like, if I was going to do it in an effort to come to this unit, I wanted to know what I was doing.
Right.
And with that volume, I was like, oh, there'll be no question. And so I learned a lot, made some really good friends who came over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a couple of people that came from that hospital.
The NAMC dropout.
Yeah.
Which, am I the last one? No, me and Soph are the last ones.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
I don't know. There's lots of new people. Well, not lots, but there's several new people up there that when I go upstairs, I'm like, I don't even know who this person is.
I know.
Especially on nights. I don't know if I know that any of the night people other than the ones that were there already. So,
like season 12 of the SDU.
Season 12.
I know.
What was I going to ask you? It was on the tip of my tongue. Tip of the tongue, the teeth in the lips. Just kidding, squirrel. What would you say is like the part of your job that you enjoy the most, or like what's like your favorite aspect?
Oh, I mean, and this might be true of like all L&D nurses.
A little cliche, but it's fine.
Oh, like getting to deliver the baby.
Yeah.
Like that is the best. But I love a challenge. And so if you have like a TOLAC, and I recently had one that also went unmedicated, and I was like, yes. And I delivered her.
Yes.
And she did amazing.
Yes.
And it was just like, when somebody does something that they set their mind to, and just being able to support them, and then because like we get to be a part of someone's life event, not many people can say that, and just having like a successful delivery, but also even with the hard ones, like just being there and being able to support them and like deliver them, because that's the hardest part, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and it's just so scary, and so much like I said, so many unknowns, and like what's gonna happen to their baby, how's their baby gonna look after delivery. So yeah, I miss that for sure a lot.
What's your favorite part? Or
Like,
what
of
was
my
your
job
favorite
now?
part?
Okay.
Like, what's your favorite part of your job now, but what was your favorite part when you were on the floor?
Well, something that I enjoy now, and I think it's more like specific to our unit and our like set of patients, is so I see them before they deliver, and I can just see like the anxiety and the worry just like written all over their face. Some people are just very short, not like just kind of closed off. And then to see them after delivery when they come back and they're like a whole new person. I'm like, oh, hello. Nice to meet you. And they're just like, just see like the weight of the world lifted off of them. It's pretty great.
I think that like holding your breath aspect,
Yes.
I can totally identify with. And like, I think that it's like, and we see it, but just for a moment, I think when they're getting admitted, because then it becomes real. And I think that's also why I ask them, like, what's the most important thing? And, like, what are you the most worried about? Because then we get it out of the way.
Yeah. Plus, you got to put on your whiteboard.
For sure.
Fill out your whiteboard, people.
Yup.
And then, let's see.
On the floor.
When I was in L&D. Yeah, I think... I mean, I might just be saying this because you said it, and that's where my brain is. But yeah, I agree. Like, getting a patient that the shift before is like, she's been stuck at this many centimeters. I'm like, let me at her.
Yes.
Like, we're going to get this baby out, damn it. And then we do. That's like the best.
Okay, I have to tell you another aspect of that.
Okay.
Because this literally happened this week. When a physician tells me they want to break water because we're stuck, and I'm like,
And then you tell the patient, you can say no.
right. And then they say no, but then the doctor never comes back and asks because the patient continues to change.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. In your
You're like,
face.
damn it.
She didn't need it.
Yeah. I always hated when, like, I would talk to the patient in private and be like, you know, like, you can say no to things as long as you're safe and the baby's safe and everything looks good. Like, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. And then the doctor comes in and they're like, okay, whatever you say. I'm like, God damn it. What did we just talk about, ma'am?
I know.
Lord. So.
I just feel like sometimes they get in the room, or like
Yeah.
when you ask
They
them
panic.
something and then the doctor gets in the room and it's like a completely different answer than what y'all talked about. And
Yeah.
you're like, I swear she
You're like,
said
who are
something
we just
totally
talking to?
different when I called you. I promise.
Yeah.
But I get it.
I get that here. Like, my Karen, my MA, will like go see the patient first, and then she'll come back and say, you know, she said this, this, and this, and then I go in there, and it's like, no, I didn't say that. Like, what's happening? What is happening?
I know.
Man, I need some caffeine too.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Hit that Dr. Pepper.
It's a Friday at 4 p.m.
I'll do it.
That'll do it.
I mean, I'm raw dogging it, so I'm like,
I'm not, and I'm still dragging.
but it's out of your system now, right?
I take it twice a day. So
I think I need to do
Like
that.
a
I was
little
supposed to do
booster?
that, but I don't because I want to go to sleep,
yeah.
and I would forget to take it
I
at the
don't go to
appropriate
sleep.
time. Wait, what time do you go to sleep?
I'm
sleep?
stuck in night shift for the rest of my life, I think, because I did nights for like 10 years.
I'm like,
So I'm lucky if I go to sleep before midnight.
what?
Like last night, it was like 2 a.m.
And what time do you wake up?
6:15.
4 hours.
I know because I get real sleepy at like 7 p.m. But I can't go to bed at 7 p.m. because my kids won't let me. Number one, number two, everybody needs something, and I have
Yep.
to prep all the things for the next day.
Mom life.
And so then by the time they go to bed, then I get like a second wind. And then me and my husband are like, oh, we can watch our show.
What's that like?
Watching shows.
Yeah, we don't do that at my house.
No?
The kids decide. Although I will say my kids love The Pit.
Uh-huh.
I'm a terrible mother.
No.
No, they love it. Like
good-
they
it's a
ask
great
for the
show.
doctor show all the time.
That's so cute.
And no, I think I'm raising like medical folks. Poor things. No, we don't. That's literally the only thing that we can all watch together. Otherwise, they dictate.
Oh, no, we don't watch anything with them. We have to wait till they go to bed. Number one, because we
Fair.
probably watch things that are way too inappropriate, like The Boys.
Wait, what's that?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Who's in it? Or what's it about?
Nobody that you would know. You know, Quaid, Dennis Quaid's
Randy, no.
Meg Ryan's son.
Sure. I know they have a son.
Yeah, he's in it.
Okay.
It's basically like about superheroes, but like if superheroes were evil, and then there's
villains.
There's a group of people called the Boys, and they are trying to stop the superheroes that are like to the public are like, these are great people, they're so helpful, they're wonderful, we love them, but really they're like corrupt. But
So
it is
it's like-
highly inappropriate.
Okay.
Highly, like if you watch it, your jaw might be on the floor.
So like Euphoria.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Euphoria, but yeah.
You've not seen Euphoria?
Like, for example, there is like the head superhero, his name's Homelander.
Okay.
And he like suckles at
Oh God.
woman's breasts.
On the
She
television.
breastfeeds him.
On the television.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and there's
Inappropriate.
one superhero that like shrunk himself down so small and climbed inside the penis of a man.
Yeah, I would say that that's inappropriate.
So, long story short, we don't watch that around the kids.
Fair.
But I can't stop. I can't stop watching. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't even like watch any by the time because we're in the thick of it right now.
Yeah.
Like
We're in the thick of it.
do do do
We're
do
in the
do.
thick of it.
Are we gonna stim the whole time?
Yeah. My favorite is those videos that are like, my new vocal stim.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what is the one that I was doing and nobody got it because I was with all the young girls on the floor.
I hate that.
I forgot what it was, but I was like, where the hell is Cassidy? Where the hell is she? And then now Faith's gone, so like
I know.
I can't sing songs anymore that anybody knows.
I know.
Yeah.
And you're like me and you turn anything you hear into a song.
Correct. I know. It's so sad.
You can call me.
I will. I will.
And we can sing together on speakerphone.
Seriously. Yeah, I know. It's I look forward to those days
Yeah.
when we can watch a show together.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, well, yeah, hurry up and go to sleep so we can, because then that's what happens. They go to sleep and they're like, okay, now it's our time. We're not wasting it sleeping.
Or like you just want to have an adult conversation
Yeah.
with someone not asking you to come and wipe their butt. You've graduated from
Come
that.
wipe me.
I'm still there. I am still there. Also, okay.
Well, mine won't flush the toilet. Mine won't flush his poop because one time it overflowed and now he has PTSD.
I mean, Junie may have, she's going to kill me. She may have, when we went to go visit my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and my mother-in-law and father-in-law, she clogged both of their toilets. I was like, damn, girl.
Damn, girl. What you eating?
But okay, I have to ask you this. So my son, he's going to be in school next year.
Mm-hmm.
He completely strips down to go to the bathroom. Was that a thing for you?
Not like shirt.
No, like everything. Like at daycare, I like literally talked to his teachers and I was like, I'm working on it, ladies. They're like, I know, we thought that was really weird. I was like, I don't know
Like,
where
I know,
it
my
came
kid's
from.
fucking weird.
I don't know where. Well, they love him.
Yeah.
But they're just
We
like,
love a weird kid, honestly.
This one thing. They're the best ones.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Clearly.
But I'm trying to work on it because he's going to go to freaking elementary school.
Yeah.
And the teacher's going to be like, so
Yeah.
your son can't do this anymore. And
Well, Shep showed his penis to somebody in like kindergarten. I got that call.
I mean, but that's developmentally appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
He'll figure it out.
Okay.
I think boys are just a lot slower developmentally. And
Attention,
like emotionally.
attention.
They're like already slower to like develop. And then if they have ADHD, they're about 2 or 3 years behind their peers, not intellectually, but like emotional maturity
Yeah.
and executive functioning and all that stuff. So,
I would agree.
and then if your son looks like a 15-year-old, it's really confusing
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
because he looks like he should be real mature,
Yeah.
but he's only just turned 10.
I
He's
can't
still a
even
baby.
think about that. I can't even think about them being like,
A giant baby.
how do they still hug you?
Mhm.
They do? Okay, there's hope.
Yeah.
And snuggle you?
Yeah. Well, okay, so every night they say, "Mom, come snuggle me." But snuggle just means like sit in my room while I go to sleep. But
Oh my God.
I'll take it. Except sometimes I'm like, sometimes you have to be able to go to bed without snuggling, quote unquote. Like if I'm busy or something. But
Yeah.
and then they fight over me. They're like, "You snuggled her first last night."
I love that.
And then my poor husband's like, "I'll snuggle with someone." And they're like, "No, we just want mom."
Oh, see,
I don't even do anything in there. I just literally just sit in a chair.
It's just your presence, though. See, I'm still on this 12-hour thing where they prefer dad. Well, unless they're sleeping, they still sleep in bed with me. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It won't smother him at this point. So.
No, it's fine. And also, I sleep better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's be real. There's like 3 dogs in my bed and 2 kids. And then my husband will mosey on in later because he's like just mellowing out after his workday on his phone with his YouTube
Doom
math
scrolling.
videos at volume 25.
Oh my gosh. My kids listen to everything so loud.
I
and they
can't.
talk so loud.
Do you just get overstimulated? Like,
Yes,
what do you
I
do?
literally wear my AirPods around the house all the time just to block out some of the noise cancellation.
I wear.
'Cause I have sensitive ears.
Me too.
Sensitive ears. Too
I just feel
loud.
too much. I wear earplugs.
Yeah.
I literally wear
Same.
earplugs to go to sleep because they'll be like talking so loud. And then Stone stims to go to bed, so he sings himself to sleep. And now he knows. So I've been listening to like 2000s throwbacks. And I don't know who sings the song, but it's like, that girl is so dangerous. That girl, she's a bad girl.
Yeah.
He sings himself that to sleep. And some Liz Phair song, the like, Why Can't I Breathe? He sings that at like
Why can't I breathe whenever I think about you?
and he knows like all of the words. And then Juniper's like, be quiet. But we're like, they'll sleep in my room every other night, but now we have it to where, because each of them have a bunk bed, because we're trying to graduate them out of there.
Like maybe if they could sleep together in a room, then that
Yes.
will like get their fix of needing to be with someone. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right. And so we have one, well, it's actually in Stone's room. So we'll have Stone on the top bunk and then Junie on the bottom with the Nugget. And she'll just keep telling him to be quiet. And he's just like singing himself to sleep.
She needs some earplugs too.
She does. She does. But she'll eventually fall asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how I am. Like, I have a hard time falling asleep unless I'm like dead dog tired.
Yeah.
Like any little noise, like repetitive noise, like a fan, or my husband just breathes loudly. I'm like, shh, shut up. You're breathing too loud. He's like, oh, let me stop breathing. Okay.
What was that character in Hey Arnold? Didn't he like breathe really loud too? And Helga didn't like him. Did you watch Hey Arnold?
I did.
And he'd be like,
I'm through. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what Shepard sounds like when he sleeps.
Oh.
That's all. He needs a sleep study.
Exactly. That's what my husband
He's got
sounds
some
like.
little sleep apnea, probably. No.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I think it's postpartum. Postpartum ruined us.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would hear any little thing and you would just be up.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Never
I mean, I
goes
can
away.
hear like stuff from across the house. I can just hear feet walking. Like somebody's up.
Right now, it's not even like walking. It's not like clod hopping. It's like, and I know Stone has gotten out of his bed and one of them is like running to come into our bed. Like, oh.
You're like, oh boy, here we go. Here they come.
And then there's a dog asking to go outside.
Yeah, so like we had 2 dogs and they both passed away. And that's why I'm like, I don't, like the last thing I want to do is get a dog. As much as I love a dog and like the presence of a dog and cuddling. I'm like, I cannot have another thing to take care of.
Yeah.
Another thing that like needs me.
That's fair.
So I'm like, no.
And we just got 2 more.
We have a cat that's like 19 years old. I got this cat when I was 19 years old.
What?
What
kind of cat is it?
It's just like a domestic short hair calico cat.
Oh, a calico.
She's deaf now, but
What's her name?
her name's Lily. Lillis.
Lilith.
Lillian McGee. You know, just all the funky, weird nicknames.
Yes. Lilith Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lilith. Yeah, when she's fancy.
Oh my God.
You know.
She's never going to die.
She's not. We always joke that she's going to outlive us, or she's
Yeah.
going to be like the oldest cat that ever lived.
Yeah.
Because she looks pretty good. And we haven't taken her to the vet in like, I don't even know. Because she doesn't do anything. She basically lives
That's how we keep them alive.
on my bed. All the vets out there are like cringing. Like, can I call PETA on me?
No.
like,
That's like Chumis.
I'm like, she don't do nothing. But I love cats because they can take care of themselves.
Exactly.
So that's like why I love cats. And they're funny. And I want to get 2 kittens, but I'm like, okay, I can't do that while this old little granny cat's still around because she'll be pissed.
But also
And
kittens try to die.
And I don't want to make her life like, I don't want to make her last years hell.
That's
Being
fair.
bothered by little kittens.
It might like bring her back to life though, because when we got the 2 other dogs, because Chumi says like 14,
Mm-hmm.
it made her like kind of
little-
perk up a
little
little
pep.
bit. Yeah, she literally just played with the other 2 dogs today, and Chumi's is a hoe. She doesn't like. No, she's the worst. We say that about her.
Ho doggy.
Yeah, she like doesn't know how to play fetch. She's broken. It's okay though. She has anxiety.
She's beautiful.
She is. She's my little baby. But she literally like plays now. And she gets excited. And she's approaching like 17. And she's got a little pep in her step.
That's so cute.
So I love her.
My old granny kitty gets a pep when I give her like catnip.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty freaking funny. I
love
got her
kitty.
these little toys that you could put the catnip inside, and it's like a little ramen and like a little sriracha bottle. It's like tiny, and so she's like holding it. I was like, this is so cute. Squirrel sidebar. I saw these cat toys that look like knives with blood on them.
Yes.
Like a stuffed knife with blood. I was like, this is freaking hilarious.
Perfect for a
I
cat.
was like, I need this. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yes.
I might have to get it. I was going to ask about, well, not ask because I already know, but see if you wanted to talk about, because you had an experience with Stone that you kind of got to see the other side of patients and like what patients go through.
Yes. So technically actually it also kind of happened with June, but she just like graduated. So for Stone, we knew like in utero he had hydronephrosis of the kidney, which you often check with ultrasounds and you find out like at your 20 week. And so we found that out, which
Not uncommon.
right. And it's actually, I think is it more common with boys than girls, or?
Maybe. That sounds like that might be right.
Yeah, I feel like it is, but I can't remember. But Junie also had it. And so we were thinking in our head, like, oh, it'll just be like Junie, and like eventually
it'll
at one
resolve
of
or
the,
whatever.
at one of the subsequent ultrasounds, like it'll resolve.
Well, it didn't.
Well, it didn't.
And
Yeah. And so then I got to meet with the very doctors that I worked with in the past on the urology team. And I still was like holding out hope that, you know, we'll just get like a renal ultrasound after he's born and it won't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, was still there. And on top of it, postpartum, we found out that our son had a cardiac issue, which is the population that we often see on the SDU.
Yeah.
And so that was awful to find out in the throes of hormones when you are freshly postpartum. And it was, oddly enough, like right before he was getting his circumcision, because there's like this huge debate on whether or not you should circ your baby. And we really didn't have a choice given his hydronephrosis. So it was kind of great, honestly. But when they were about to take him back, that's when they heard the murmur and they were like, this is like really loud. And I was like, okay. And they like basically took him back for a circ, but didn't, the doctor came back in immediately and I was like, this is weird.
You're like, that was fast.
It doesn't happen this quickly.
Yeah.
You know. And so I was like, but where's my baby? And she was like, well, and then she sat down on the chair. And when they sit down, they're like about to drop some knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's when she told us about, how they wanted to do an echo and find everything out. And I guess initially they wanted us to come see cardiology right like after we were discharged. And I was like, no, just do the echo here and then let us know.
Yeah.
And so they ended up finding out that he had supravalvular pulmonary stenosis, which to my, pediatric, former PD nurse, L&D nurse, didn't really mean anything. I'd never really heard of it. And so Google search.
Layman's term.
Right. It's basically like a narrowing of one of the veins that is leaving your heart. And so what it can cause is it can cause regurgitation on the right side of the heart, which is not the high pressure side. The left side is the high pressure side. So it can present a lot of problems. So there were a lot of unknowns. But, the thing we knew that we were going to have to address for sure were the kidneys. And so his cardiac issue ended up being fine, which fine, quote unquote. But this thing that I was talking to you about before about like holding your breath, which I see in a lot of these moms, is something that I experienced, I think I would say up until recently after his surgery, because you just are like waiting for like some good news or a solution of some kind. And so I think, seeing that on these moms' faces for somebody who has not experienced it can be really hard and confusing. But so we, did our follow-ups like we're supposed to. And, they were measuring basically the hydronephrosis, which is basically backing up of urine into the kidney. And what it can do is it can actually damage the kidney. Yeah. And if you don't fix it, and then you can have what's called an acute kidney injury.
And we need our kidneys.
We do. And actually, did you know that the kidneys and the heart form at the same time? You probably already knew that.
No, I don't think I knew that.
So it's not surprising that he had issues in both.
Yeah.
So often I think now they will check, postpartum, like once the baby's born, if there is a kidney issue, they will check the heart. And so anyways, we had follow-up ultrasounds and it got worse. So we ended up having to have surgery with that, which ended up, oddly enough, we kept holding off because my husband is the best. And we were given two options. We were given, you can have robotic surgery, which we did not have here at Dell, or you can have open. And the doctor was trying to argue that it's the same type of healing. And I knew that it wasn't.
You're like, well, one, you're getting
Slicing.
like cut open.
Yes.
And the other one, you're not.
Right.
So much.
And so I'm just so grateful to my husband because he was like, why don't we wait?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Because there were talks of like a robot coming to Dell, and thankfully it like did, but we ended up ironically finding out the day of the surgery. So
And you were like the first robotic surgery of this in this hospital.
Correct.
Of that procedure, or like any robotic surgery?
I think it was like the first robotic surgery with that particular device, because they were doing it outpatient at St. David's North.
Okay.
So the other issue with us, like we could have gone to a different hospital, but we see cardiac here. And I didn't want to take that risk, you know, because like you want to go where everybody knows your name. But really, we did want to go where everybody already knew Stone's conditions and everything. And so we, because we did have to have a cardiac cath here too prior to that. But yeah, we ended up finding out the morning of. It was the cardiac anesthesiologist who actually had told us that we actually were doing the robot, because it was still very up in the air. And we finally had ironed down a date with the hopes that it would happen, but then it did, and it was like the best news ever. And I like sobbed, and I now see this cardiac anesthesiologist on the regular. And I'm like, yep, I cried in front of you.
You're like, that was the other me.
That was the mom Karla, not the nurse Karla.
That's right. They're two different people.
Right. But yeah, it ended up going, you know, swimmingly. He's doing amazing. He was like parkouring immediately after, as boys do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's been incredible. And he's doing so good, both cardiac wise and kidney wise. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and it does really help to be able to have been in the shoes of a lot of our patients.
Yeah. And I could definitely tell like a lightness in you, like before and after.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It was so stressful.
Yeah.
Like, it was really hard to kind of like, because I think with like the population that we take care of, it's so much more dire for them. And I think you should honestly never compare, because every parent's experience is valid, because they can, like, sometimes people say like the worst surgery that your kid can have is any surgery because it stresses you out.
Yeah.
But I think as a nurse, you know the severity of different types of surgeries, so I would invalidate my own feelings. But I was definitely stressed, and I'm sure you all could see it. But yeah, after it, I think I was able to breathe a lot easier. And, you know, he did great. And the team did an amazing job too.
Yeah. He is like, didn't seem too bothered.
Oh my God. He was just like, can I go play now?
He's like, are we done with that?
Well, they were like, try to like make sure
Try
that
to
like
keep him from climbing.
Right.
You're like, okay.
And I was like, but thankfully, like, Dr. Wang, so funny though, that she is a urologist and her name is Dr. Wang.
Like Dick Chop.
Yeah.
Dr. Dick Chop.
But like, talk about like kismet. Like, you definitely are in the role you're meant to be in.
That's hilarious.
But she thankfully had kids this similar age, and she was like, I know you're not going to be able to keep him still. He'll be fine. And she was like, that's also one of the benefits of a robotic surgery.
You're like, what? They're not the same?
No. But yeah, no,
Oh my goodness.
It's been awesome. He's doing so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
Me too.
They're so cute. And they're so funny.
They are. And I'm just like, I think this is like the peds nurse in me, but like when you can see a kid be a kid post surgery, it makes you feel so good. And you're like, oh yeah, they want to just go play.
They're just a kid. Yeah.
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 So.
And they get along with each other?
Depends
Sometimes?
on the hour of the day.
Right.
And
like if we're sleepy or hungry or
or, you know, it is 4:30 on a Saturday and they're bored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that word. It's my favorite.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
Yeah. No. Like, that is, when they tell me that they're bored, I'm like, oh, so these toys,
No,
all of this shit
a
we
house
bought
full
you?
of toys is not
I'm like, are you kidding me?
toys, electronics. It's because kids these days don't know how to use their imagination.
No.
I know.
I'm like, can you just go outside? Just like go play.
Yeah.
Although I will say my kids have gotten into birding, so telling you the best gift you can get is those like bird feeders that you put on the
With
window.
the camera. Oh, the like.
Oh no, the
see-through
cheap ones.
Yeah.
The literal cheap ones, and they're just like entertained. And they like work together to like quietly crawl up to the bird feeder. Hold on, I got
So
a bird.
cute. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm a lady.
She's a lady. That's why.
That's why. Oh my god. What is that one from?
Aristocat.
Yes.
Because I'm a lady.
That's why. Oh, I love that you know that reference.
I know. I love quoting random movies and seeing who
Who can pick it
Gets
up?
One of my really good friends, I met her in nursing school. We were in nursing school together. And the reason we became friends is because she heard me quoting some like YouTube video that was like,
Popular at the time.
yeah, I don't even know if it was popular, but she was like, looked at me like, you know about this?
Yeah.
And then we were BFFs.
Wait, which one was it?
After that. Is Unforgivable. So it was like,
I don't think I know
it was
that one.
like this black dude and is like black and white and he's like in the forest and just saying like random stuff. But he was, I guess, being like cliche. And he's like, I told that bitch to make me a sandwich. You'll have to look it up.
Okay, I'm going to, because I thought you were going to for sure reference the Aisha passing me. Have you never seen that one?
I don't
It's
know.
like
It's
the
not.
skinny little white kid who's like singing the song and he gets like really into it
Oh, that sounds right up my alley, but I don't
And
think
his-
I've seen it.
and his like bed is on the floor. It's like quintessential YouTube beginnings. Like
love
I was
it.
a freshman in college.
Like salad fingers.
Yes, exactly. Or my spoon is too big.
Yeah.
Or I am a banana.
Or I'm a unicorn, Charlie.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, no, I feel like I make those references now. Nobody gets them.
I always say like, my kids are watching some random shit. And I'm like, what the hell are you watching? Meanwhile, I'm over here freaking salad fingers. I
Yes.
like rusty spoons.
My shoes are too big.
Shoes. Oh my
Let's get
God.
some shoes. We love.
Oh
we
my
love.
God. We were born in the 80s.
It's true.
Well, thank you so much for
You're
chatting.
welcome.
And we're coming at you live from my portable recording studio.
There you go.
AKA my office. It is really a great place to record because you can close the door.
And I think the acoustics are pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of echo going on in here. But I love you.
I love you too.
And you can come visit me or call me anytime.
I will sing to you
Yes.
or speak to you when you bring me a patient.
Yes.
We're always mad at you when you
I know.
call.
I know. I was like, every time they see my number, they're like, oh my God. I know. They answer and I'm like, hi. Sorry.
We still love you.
One time I called, but for something else. And
Was it Cherie?
I think it was Cherie. And I was like, I promise I'm not sending you a patient.
We're like, oh, thank God.
I know.
We're like, we can't.
I know. I'm now that person that's like the annoying send up patient people.
That used to, when you would answer the phone, you used to be like, oh, God.
Okay, but the difference is I only send them if they really need to go up.
It's true.
Not like
And you also set
for
us
no
up very
reason.
nicely.
I try.
One time you set me up real nicely, and my patient just like had something that they needed. And I was like, what?
I know.
How did you end up with that?
It's just magic.
It was great.
It's just magical.
I was like, Cassidy. Thank you so much.
I know because I've been there and I know.
It's true.
I know what will be the most helpful.
It is true.
So yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I knew you could chat with me for a while.
Oh, for sure.
She's a chatty girl. And I'm hoping I can get some other of our friends on here.
Hell yeah.
Too. I think Ange will do it.
Yes. I was hoping that she would come and chat with me today, but also it would have been like way too much ADHD and one
Oh, yeah, no.
session.
Actually, more than 2 people, it gets a little
Rough.
because people try to talk at the same time. And then
You've like honed this though.
I've tried.
No, this is great.
I don't know if I'm doing the right things, but I just pretend. Just fake it till you make it.
fake
you
it
know?
till you make it, girl.
All right. Well, you have any plans for the weekend?
I'm working tomorrow.
Ew, I forget that people have to work on the weekends now. Whatever. I don't do that.
It's fine. I'm probably going to be on the unit till I die.
No.
My husband like wishes that I would do this type of thing. Maybe one day,
You could.
but not yet.
You have lots to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next week,
Signing out.
signing out. 10-4. Over.
Bye, Little Rangers.